Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Florencio Files, where we study this man, part mermaid, part sewer creature. It is, of course, Florencio. Playing on a barcode account down here in the bottom right of Dragon Scales. Up in the top left, his opponent, Zardasil. And I know Florencio has actually been playing a lot of random recently. He's been mixing it up between all three races, and he sent me a bunch of new replays with some interesting titles. So let's delve in and see what we've got. He's going to be going for a pylon at the wall, and I imagine a forge to follow that up. Oh me, oh my. Color me surprised, guys. He's actually going to go gateway. Okay. Interesting. Nexus rush, maybe? Nexus rush? Usually I'm like, I see Florencio play PvZ. If it's not a cannon rush, I'm always surprised. It is indeed very, very rare. Zardasil is going to go for the hatchery first build, no worries. Just chilling on out. And the probe will be moving forward for Florencio now. So he's going to go for a gate scout, chronoing probes after going gate and gas. And actually doing all right with his economy production, transferring to gas as it finishes, queuing up more probes. What is going on? What is this new Florencio playing a macro game? Oh me, oh my. Oh, okay. Never mind, guys. I boxed that probe to select it, and I'm like, wait, that's not... I didn't even notice him do that. Oh my god, he's so sneaky. He stacked those probes on the gas, and then sneaks them across the map. One comes into harass. So the Zerg sees him enter with one probe, sees one probe appear, harass, sees that probe leave. Meanwhile, he's hiding in the corner, and indeed it looks like it is going to be one of his Nexus Rush strategies. But wait. That's a second gas geyser? Alright, Florencio, what is this? What the hell are you doing, mate? He's going second gas here on one base. He hasn't built a second pylon just yet. His probe going home, or at least... Where's he going? What is this? What are you... What foul tactics has your disgusting mind conjured, Florencio? He's supply blocked here. He can't start the Adept, only the Stalker. So we're starting to see that Florencio macro start to show its ugly face. About damn time, man. I was starting to worry that we were watching, macro version play from him. Maybe he moved back in with Neeb? But no. Does get supply blocked on 23. We can rest assured. Looks like he is still maybe, out on his own. Ever since he left Neeb, his old housemate. Definitely noticed him branching into the other factions, not just Protoss. You could tell he got in with the wrong crowd a bit. Did a lot of planetary fortresses, a lot of widow mines, a lot more battle cruisers than his opponents ever wanted to see. Now, Zardasil sees multiple gateways on one base and is expecting an all-in. Says, oh, okay, so starts building spine crawlers at the front. Little does he know. Oh, and his Zerglings just barely missed this proxy. He actually went looking around for proxies, but he doesn't realize there's a pylon in the main. He's building the gateway on the low ground so that it doesn't protrude as much into the main to give away what he's up to, and he's going for a 4-gate. This is a classic 4-gate on one base, but by building a pylon in the main and shield batteries on the low ground, of course. Oh my god, and Zardasil's army is like, where? He's got to be proxying. You can't just walk across the map, surely. Oh my god, we're going to watch this from the Zerg's point of view. Zardasil. Oh, Zardasil just sent a drone to the corner. Zardasil knows something's up. He's like, oh, what if there's a pylon on the edge of my main? Comes over here, starts attacking with the drone. All the Zerglings are going to come back. Oh, this is a big problem for Florencio. I don't think he can hold this. The Zerglings do get distracted by a single Adept there. He's going to warp 4 Adepts in. Oh, it's a quick warp in because of the gateway. Right. I thought that was going to be a slow warp in. I was very confused for a second. This shield battery's healing. I think the Zerglings might be able to overwhelm. If Zardasil keeps massing Zerglings, he might be able to just pull all the Queens and Zerglings and go. But if these extra batteries finish... Oh! And if he creates a choke point... Oh. He's such a dirty boy. Oh man, spine crawlers are being built, so he's building a row of spines, 1 in the natural, 3 in the main, and as long as Zardasil spreads creep, he can move spines forward and break this position. But right now, Adepts do pretty well versus Zerglings if the Adepts are in a tight formation where the Zerglings can't get a super good surround, and threatening with the shade to the natural. You could tell Zardasil's panicking right now, and Zardasil's down on workers. Zardasil builds a few more queens, builds a few more drones, but having to build all these spine crawlers, every spine you build takes a drone up. It chews up its life. There we go. Zergling's going to go for the surround, but the Adepts start to step backwards. And man, this unit's lost tab's got to be getting out of control. He's only lost 1 Adept, Florencio. He's killed 13 units so far. And these batteries are getting such crazy value. If he can, yeah, he's always like, hey, I'm just going to go back in that choke point if you try to surround me. Another adept, or another probe, sorry, does go down there in the main base. Adept's looking to shade towards the natural. It's always been fake so far. Zardasil seems to be picking up on that and not even following the shades anymore. The Zerglings and the Spines here trying to defend it. Zardasil looks so panicky with the way he's controlling these Zerglings. 350 APM for Zardasil right now. Gets a pretty good surround, but the Adepts shade back, and still Florencio with only 2 units lost now for 19. The Spine Crawlers trying to inch their way forward. There is creep. I'd like to see Zardasil just YOLO this. Honestly, I think Zardasil has to be decisive, but oh, he gets on the ramp, creating a choke point for himself there, and only some of the Zerglings can fight at the time. A lot of them were stuck behind each other, and then he does shade away. Is he going to let the shade finish? No, cancels it and moves away. Beautiful play here by Florencio. 4 Adepts have gone down. That's not too bad. The Adepts go into the mineral line at the same time as well. Looks like he shaded some in. They will fall as long as he fights away from the Spine Crawlers. I think he might have the numbers. Right now, 21 Zerglings versus 9 Adepts, and just building a base inside his opponent's base. Zardasil looked everywhere for this, but he just could not find it. And creating that architecture there as well, I think that's always the most frustrating thing. There's always that moment you're like, okay, just go dislodge the proxy, and they pull back to this little choke point that they built, and you're like, oh man. Adepts here try to get a good fight. The Lings actually get pretty good surface area, but in the main base, those 2 Adepts are going ham on the worker line. Remember, Zardasil doesn't have a lot of economy. The Adepts pulled back to the mineral line. They're still up there denying mining in the main base. More Adepts shading in from the warp-in point as well. So many Adepts in this game denying mining on both bases once. Zardasil's not mining. He has 5 Spine Crawlers, but they need to actually get out there and fight. The Adepts in the natural, look at that. Mining, oh, they're just holding the choke point in between the minerals. And even this Spine Crawler, it finally gets rooted, but one spine at a time can get killed by those Adepts while it's rooting and uprooting. And oh man, it turns out Zardasil was not the one rooting, he was the one being rooted. GG, well played. All right, well, that was a vicious game 1. Going into game 2, Florencio, once again on this barcode account, now playing Zerg in the top right of Ancient Cistern. He's going to be playing ZVT up against SWS Kanoya. Kanoya! I don't know why, but I like that name. Kanoya Manoya. Watch out, or I'm going to point ya. That doesn't make any sense, but let's remember this is, of course, the Florencio Files, and I'm just trying to get myself in the mood for what the strategies are that we're going to keep seeing. It's Overlord into 14 Sporting Pool. An interesting decision, Florencio, an interesting decision. We'll see what that's all about, mate. He's going to go for a super quick cast as well. So this is a highly aggressive build order. Overlord moving out that left side. And this SCV Scout is coming in, so he's going to see the early pool. We'll see how the Terran player reacts. As long as he doesn't build a command center outside, should be okay against whatever this is. Oh, wait, did he just stack again? He just stacked 2 drones again. Okay. Okay. All right, buddy. Are we doing the same strategy with every race? Is that what this is? Okay. He sent me a couple replays as a bit of a set, and I was wondering... Oh, you dirty boy. No, these ones, I feel like that's visually slightly more clear that it's 2 drones, but you'd need to be paying pretty close attention to notice they're a little more shimmery than normal. Oh no, Kanoya is going for a barracks block on the natural. That is not what you want here. Oh, but wall off. If Kanoya went for the wall off, he could have blocked it. Oh, he would have completely blocked this strategy, but instead he lets the drones in. Oh, look at that. He makes sure he doesn't split them till he's out of vision. That's a little bit suspect, but Kanoya's like, well, I saw a drone move to the right, then he moved it here. It must have just been a misclick, right? The SCVs are being pulled to attack it. Kanoya is an aggro lad if I've ever seen one. Little does he realize there's a hatchery going in. And once again, similar to the building placement in the last game, he's got a little choke point behind it. So if SCVs get pulled, he can hide roaches back there. And the roach horde is already finished. This is brilliant play. The SCV dies, making Kanoya feel very safe. If that Reaper moves out, it will not see the hatchery. And it's Reaper into barracks and factory on the other side of the map. What? Why would you ever build a barracks and a factory in the Zerg's natural? Oh! Wow, my head hurts. Not from Florencio's strategy for once. What the hell? Thing is, this could actually cause Florencio a fair bit of trouble. The Reaper's gonna come in and see 1 base roach, and that's gonna make you a little afraid. Oh man, already a roach coming out. Trying to pull back to the natural. We've got Marauders and Concussive. The Reaper moves to the right there. Yes, Roaches can shoot down cliffs. And Burrow Roaches are going to be building. Kanoya's not going to have anything at home. He's just rallying Reapers and Marauders across the map. Marauder does lose a 1v2. It easily beats one Roach, but verse 2, it does have an issue. The SCV tanks a little bit of damage. Oh, Florencio with a bit of the micro. Unfortunately, morphs the Ravager in range. Marauder does take it out, but still a Roach for a Marauder and an SCV. That's what we call a lovely trade. More Marauders and Widowmines are on the way, but this is all buying time for Florencio's hatchery to finish. He could build a Queen there, or just wait for the lava and then build a whole bunch. Uh-oh, Widowmine's going to go boom boom. Florencio does take that hit to the face. The Roach versus this Marauder. Not going too well for him. I think Kanoya with a little bit of stutter step backwards could take advantage of the 2 range advantage. Not really using that. And Florencio burrows at the last second. Very nice move. Roaches still haven't built on the other side of the map. Florencio, is he going to take advantage of this? He doesn't have it control grouped or anything like that. He's just building 3 Roaches ready to rally into the main. There's nothing there. A new factory and barracks are building, but the Marauders in their Hellion, Marauders and the Reaper, sorry, on the other side, they get a Roach, and this could get a little bit nasty. There's no Roaches building. He does burrow to save time. That Roach there also unburrows to try and distract. The Marauders and the Reaper are going to be fighting the drones. Florencio has to pull the boys. He's down 7 workers. But I don't think it matters because Kanoya attacking into a 1-base Zerg is basically doing the most nonsensical decision of all time. Something bad. Yep, there we go. GG. Goes to start a command center. It's like, I've got him pinned on 1-base. I'm winning this game. The SCVs actually get a pretty good surround, but Florencio could just burrow those Roaches whenever he feels like it. They have enhanced regeneration, which means they will heal right back up very quickly, and the SCVs are just standing there with their drills in hand looking lost. He could have scanned and taken them down, but Kanoya's done, mate. Kanoya's done. Sneaky hatchery in the main. This is dirty, man. I love it because it's such a classic, the old clone the workers, stack them on top of each other, and then just split one off in secret when you're out of their vision. Florencio, you mad dog. Very, very nicely done for him, and the Roaches burrowing, unburrowing, taking out the proxy at the same time. Kanoya, are you gonna be upset? Are you gonna say some naughties, mate? Mate, he's gonna try and use the wall off, but a tank does not beat 5 Roaches. And I think Kanoya, it's only a matter of time until he taps out in this one. GG. That was like a pained laugh. You know when you crush someone in a competitive activity and you got me! And like they're trying to make out like it's funny, but they've got that deep psychotic hatred in their eyes. Kanoya, we're on to you, mate. We're on to you. All right, we've seen the filth in Protoss vs. Zerg. We've seen it in Zerg vs. Terran. Now we're going to see if Florencio can pull it off on altitude against Trash Panda. How do you change this up in PvP? Do you just 4-gate again? Or do we do something a little bit special? I mean, it's Florencio, so of course it's going to be a little bit special. Looks like he's going to go for the low ground wall off here. Nope, changes his mind, goes for the high ground wall off. Casual 7-8 second delay on that pylon. And he is going to be supply locked on 15 for a little bit as a result. But Trash Panda going for that high ground wall off as well. Trash Panda, of course, referring to the raccoon. A very cute animal. We don't have them in Australia. So when I see them, when I'm over in like America or Canada, I get very excited. I'm like, oh, it's so adorable. I just want to pat it. But people, I've had friends that go and pat them and stuff, and the locals are like, "Oh, yeah, that's really gross." I think it's kind of the same thing as this one time when we saw a possum eating out of a garbage bin, and my brother started patting it. He was a bit drunk, and I was like, "Yeah, you got rabies now, probably. You're gonna have." It's literally a possum that's eating inside the garbage bin. Like it's a cute looking animal, but they're pretty festy, man. Yeah, those the possums in Hyde Park here in Sydney get fed like way too much and stuff. They're like not afraid of people at all. You could basically feed them out of your hand. But yeah, you'll probably get some sort of weird infection. Anyways, let's talk about what's happening, guys. He's sneaking 2 probes across the map. Florencio does get his gas stolen. Trash Panda's like, "Oh, Mr. Build-Up, you're on 1 base with only 1 gas. Ugh." Oh man, look at the building placement there. This is not going to work. Wait. What? Florencio sent 3 probes across. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's no way to split it. There's no way to split it. Is there? Is there? Oh my god, okay. This is so suspect. It's so suspect. But look at that. He's like, "Oh, you found me. Oh no. I was trying to hide a pylon in that corner." And look at this. Oh, now the pylon's finished and it has vision, but that didn't have vision before. So he did not see this other probe hide. He's only got space to hide a pylon. I think he can hide a pylon in that corner, and that's it. But Florencio, I mean, bringing 3 probes makes this opening pretty inefficient. He's going warp gate and extra gateways. Yeah, he's going to do the 4 gate again. What a dirty boy.
Unacceptable warp location.
Oh, man. Trash Panda cleans it up for now. He's going 2 Stalkers, warp gate. I mean, these are all the things Trash Panda needs to win this game. Just make Stalkers, make warp gate, you'll be good. The problem is, if Trash Panda thinks, oh, it's, you know, we're both going to expand. I stole your gas, you have to expand. Therefore, we're taking up. That's where things get nasty. Pylon on the high ground. I think he's going to go gateway again for quick warp-ins. That's what he did in the PVZ as well at the start, right? Game 1 out of these 3 games. The Nexus on the natural is there. We've got the gateway and a battery. Yeah, dirty. This is disgusting, man. And right now, Trash Panda's got 2 Stalkers, but building a Nexus and a shield battery on the natural. Not where you need it. Not where you need it, mate. Oh, this is a problem. This is a really big problem. Dude, Trash Panda's not building gateway units right now. He's just building probes, batteries, economy. Starts a sentry and a stalker, not the high damage units you want. And I gotta say, it feels so much like there's no way there could be anything in here, right? From Trash Panda's point of view, you're like, oh yeah, it'll be pretty standard from here. This is gonna be so bloody awkward. Builds a pylon up on the edge, but on that edge, not this edge. Oh, because that's where you'd see oracles coming in, give you some early warning, you know? That pylon positioning makes perfect sense. Few more Stalkers are out. Florencio's warping units in. They're in vision! They're in vision! Oh, Florencio warped in too deep with those adepts. He gives away what he's up to. Trash Panda pulling up here with a sentry and a couple of Stalkers. He's gonna need to pull the boys as well. Now he realizes the depth of Florencio's depravities. That is right, guys. The battery is there. The Stalker and the battery and the natural can defend. Oh no, he attacked his own unbuildable plate for a second, but there we go. Does fix it up. The Stalker's trying to fight up here as well, but the battery healing is insane. These Stalkers need to get out of here. He needs batteries in his main base. He needs to pull all of the probes to fight and do nothing but fight here. The probes are still trying to mine. Trash Panda is so at a loss. Is just kind of staring at the game going, what do I do? Thinks about pulling the probes, but it might be too late. He needs to surround this and kill it right now when there's not that many units. Warping in 2 more Stalkers, 4 Stalkers versus 4, but look at that good positioning for Florencio and good focus fire. He's actually taking out the Stalkers, and these Adepts are going to come back in to join up as well. Trash Panda is just completely lost on what to do here, and understandably so. This man just built a base inside your base. This man tried to sneak in 2 probes. Apparently there was a 3rd probe that was inside the other probe. Literally, it went squeeze the other probe out from inside of itself and hit a base inside your base. Florencio, you are disgusting. This man likes to slide into people's back door and build little bases that they didn't even want there, little doll houses, and then he's playing with them. This is the man where you go, why does my butt itch? You look around and you see a little Sewer Mermaid there playing with his doll houses, building a little base inside your base. Gross imagery. Thank you everyone for the support though. I hope you enjoyed this foray back into the Flow Files. He sent me a bunch of other fun games, so please do hang around. And if you want to watch some of his other crazy games, check out some of the other ones on screen. I also want to say a big thanks to everyone who's been enjoying the games and supporting. A special thanks to everyone here on the Wall of Bacon. A special thanks to Jacob G, our resident Leviathan, and Maxan, our conductor of the Dicktown Express. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.